All right, instructors, this is the video for you. If you need help logging in or creating an account in Joseph, you'll want to refer to a previous video. But if you're in and you're ready to start moving around and looking at your courses, this will be the video for you. As well, if you're an instructor at large and you're looking to get ahead and prep how to do that part once you get contracted to be an instructor, this is the same video that you'll want to use. All right, so when you log into Joseph, you'll scroll through your various roles. If you have them, you'll be able to see the center and your instructor role. If you are or have been an instructor at multiple centers, those will appear as separate roles with the center and then your role following it. And the first thing that we're going to go through is prepare to teach. Okay, so when you click prepare to teach, it's going to take you to this page, which is the course catalog, where you can see all of the courses that have been approved for regular offering within the advanced program. Now you can scroll through this list. You can also hit Control F and search through this list to find the course that you're looking for. You can search by course code if you know that. And under each course, you can expand and get the description of the course to hear what it's supposed to be about. And you'll be able to view the learning objectives. Right now, these are just named according to the course that they're in and the order of learning objectives. So the first learning objective for this course is point 1, and the second one is point 2, and the third one is point 3. That will get changed around as I do some back-end consolidating, but you can expand each one of these and see all of your learning objectives. So these are all the things the student should be able to accomplish after taking this course. So you'll be able to view the description and the learning objective for the courses, and then you'll be able to access any resources that have been uploaded to Joseph that are attached to that course. Now, right now, not a lot of these courses have resources uploaded yet, but I am in the process of fixing that, and we will continuously work to expand those resources and make them available. Let's see. If we pick a class, for example, New Testament Survey, we go to View Resource, we'll be able to see the class, once again, the description and learning objectives. All of the available files that have been attached to this course will appear under this header, and you can download and view them from right here. This will minimally include the syllabus for this class, the Syllabi template that you adjust and adapt to create your syllabus for the course. But this will also include other files, whether they be lecture notes or PowerPoint presentations or an exam or possible discussion questions. And those will be divided and labeled according to the topic and the week and give you some idea of what's in each file without having to open all of them up. And there'll be a good long list of these. You'll be able to see who owns the files as well. Most of those will be owned by the advanced office, but you also have the option to upload your files to the class. So if you have something, you can say, I'm going to upload my lecture notes for the Gospel of Luke. Then you can do that. You can hit this button, select that file from wherever it's located on your computer, and then hit submit. And those files will appear. You'll be able to access them, and other people will be able to access them as well. All right. That is the Prepare to Teach feature within Joseph. So whether you have a specific class you know you're going to teach, or you're just thinking about things you might be interested in doing or might need to happen, this is a way that you can find all of the courses, access their descriptions, their learning objectives, and the syllabi that you need, along with any other teaching resources that we have for those courses. I'm going to work on expanding this, building this out, providing text that can be assigned as readings and activities you can do in class, suggestions for all sorts of different things, so that when you sit down and teach a class, you'll have in one place all of the different resources that might be useful to you to teach that class. So we've covered prepare to teach. The next thing is your courses, the ones you have been assigned to by your director or registrar at your center, will appear under various headings below your role as an instructor. Your current courses will display under current courses and a list, and your upcoming, which are all the future courses that have been created that you've been assigned to, will appear under an upcoming courses header. All the previous courses you have taught will appear under a past courses button, just like this one when you're a student, that you can click to expand and view all of the courses you've previously taught. And then you can click to fold it back away. So once you've been assigned to a course, and in this case, I've been assigned to teach Introduction to Biblical Hebrew 1 with this course code at spring 2026, I'll want to click Administer Course. Now this takes me to my course page, where I can see the name of the course, the code, the term it's being offered. I can access the description and all of the learning objectives. Now, the first thing I can do here is I can message all of the students who are enrolled in this course. Now, right now there aren't any students, but I can click this button, type in the message that I'd like, and hit send. Just like that. It'll take me back to the home page after I've sent it. We'll head right back to where we are. Once you've sent a message, it will go out to all of the students registered for your course at the time you send the message, and it will go out to them both in a pop-up message in Joseph that will appear at the top of their homepage, and it will go out to the primary email they have on account. Okay? Be mindful about sending out too many messages. Don't spam your students. Also, remember that this messages all of the students. If you need to message a specific student or a handful of students, you'll want to do that ordinarily through email or some other means of contact. If you need to access that student information, we'll get into how to do that in just a minute. But as far as you're going to communicate with your entire class, we hope this will be a useful feature for you to make sure you didn't forget, oh man, I sent it to 5 of them, but I missed out a couple other ones, or you'll be able to contact everyone. You will, after you've sent messages as well, be able to view the messages you have sent by going to this page and unrolling the sent ones. So you can see, did I actually message my class like I said I would, or like I thought I did? You'll be able to go back in here and see when you sent the message and the contents of the message. The next thing we'll be able to do is set the schedule for our course. To do that, we'll just click Edit Schedule, and then we'll select the day of the week that we're meeting. We're going to say it's on Monday. We can set the begin and end time, the start and end time. So let's say this class is going to begin at 5:30 p.m., and it's going to go for 3 hours. It's going to go until 8:30. The first class meeting is going to start in just very, very soon. The last class meeting, you can scroll. You can also select the month and year from here if you need to. So I'm going to jump right to December. Let's pick, we'll end December 19th. Now the location, this is a text field, so you can enter what you like here. So we can say it's going to meet at Gateway Seminary, which is at 3210 East Gwousty Road. I can enter the address. If you need to enter the room number, or you just want to say the name of the church or the location, you can, whatever information people need to access it, you can put that there. You'll also be able to paste in like a Zoom link if you need to do that here. Then this checkbox says whether this course is accepting enrollments from students. So can the students sign themselves up for your course, or are students going to be registered and enrolled by you, the instructor, or by the director and or registrar? If you want to turn that off, you're welcome to turn it off. Do that in consultation with your director and registrar about your policies at your center, but you can turn that on. You'll want to set the delivery format for your class. If it's going to be entirely in person, set it in person. If it's going to be entirely online, set it to online. And if you're going to have required components of the class that have to be completed both in person and online, you'll want to set it to hybrid. If you're teaching an online class that's going to have an optional in-person get-together or meeting, you'll want to set that as an online class so long as those in-person components are optional. They're not required. If you're going to have a mandatory in-person class meeting and then mandatory Zoom meetings at other periods of the semester, again, that would be a hybrid class. So we'll set this one to be in person. The last box on here, advertise to students in other centers. You'll want to check this box in consultation with your director, but you have the option, if you're offering an online course, to make your course available to students in the advanced program at other centers. So when they go to register themselves, they'll be able to see, these are the classes my center is offering, and they'll be able to unroll and see, oh, but here are classes being offered at other centers that are online that would let me enroll if I wanted to. In order to do that, those students will still have to apply to your center and be approved by your director. If you are teaching a class that's going to have students from other centers, they're going to have to become students also at your center before they can enroll. But you just need to make sure that you're willing to do what it takes to take care of those students so they have an equivalent educational experience to the other students in your class who may be in person or may be more familiar with the relationships and the expectations of your center. After you've made those updates, you'll hit save. That information will display. You can see it. Again, if you need to make any changes, you can hit edit schedule. You can come back. If you need to tweak the dates or the times, you can update those. You must have a schedule entered before the course can be approved. So please enter that. The status of your course, you can see right here, is displaying as pending. You won't be able to add students to the course until it is approved. Now, to get your course approved, you need to enter the schedule. You'll need to enter this information. And you'll need to submit a completed syllabus using the approved syllabi templates provided by Gateway Seminary. You can access and download those in the Prepare to Teach page. You can also access the files associated with this course by going down to the Files section. You will be able to see all of the available files tagged to this course by clicking to unfold right here. Right now, I don't have any for you. I'll fix that. Among those will include the syllabus, which you can download, make edits to, and then you'll want to upload your finished syllabus to this class before it can be approved. To do that, you'll want to enter the title under Add New File. So you could go down here and let's see what class we're teaching. Intro to Biblical Hebrew. And you might want to put your name, and are we teaching it in the spring of 26, whatever the semester is. Then you'll click this button. You'll go find that syllabus wherever it's located on your computer. You'll upload it. Then you'll hit Submit File. Once you do that, it will appear under All Available Files. Then you can click to add it to the class. You can click right here, Files. This file section, this table, this contains all of the files that are available to your students. Okay, so when I say all available files right here, these are files within Joseph that are stored on the server that you can see and access. Your students will only see the files that you choose to make available to them. So you can pick things from this list and make them visible to your students by hitting Add File, selecting the file name from the options, and then you can change the order that they appear. So if you want of week 1 to appear at the top, but when you entered it as the third one, you can rearrange it. If you need to delete any of those files, you'll click the Delete button and hit Save, and it'll go away. There's no file right now, so I can't delete it. But you can go back later and arrange files and upload assignments and readings and other things as necessary. But in order for your course to be approved, I need to have your completed syllabus attached. So you'll need to upload it, put it with the name so I can find it, and then make it available here and hit that save button after you do. Then this status will continue to say pending until I go through and approve your class. And your director will be able to check over all the information you've entered, make sure it's accurate and up to date. And then your class will be approved. So let me do that now, and then we'll do the next step. All right, and now we're back, and you can see right under the status that this Intro to Biblical Hebrew course has been approved. Now that it's approved, you can still message your students. You can still change the schedule after the fact, but under registration and grades, you now have the option to add a student to your course. Now, your director and registrar will be able to add students to your course, and if you have decided at your center that they're going to handle all of that, then let them handle it. But if it's been decided that you're going to handle it, then please do. As well, students are able to register themselves, so you may see people who appear that you didn't add and your director didn't add. If you've checked accepting enrollments up here, yes, students may be signing themselves up for it, and you'll be able to see how many. But if you're going to register a student, you're just going to click Add Student. And then the students who are available, these are active students at your center, will appear right here. You can scroll through this table if you need to. You can also search by the name or ID number. So if you have a lot of students, you don't want to scroll through all of them, you can enter. We're looking for a student with the ID number 003, and then we'll find them, and only they will show up. Additionally, you can search by course that they are currently enrolled in or have taken. If that's a useful way for you to find students, if you're going to teach a certificate and you're teaching the required courses for that certificate, you may want to find the students who have taken the other courses that are required and not this one. So if we're teaching the Christian Philosophy and Apologetics certificate, we might be teaching Christian ethics, but we would want to find any of the students who took apologetics, because that would indicate they're interested in this type of thing. And then we can search for any students who've taken Christian apologetics. Now, in this case, we don't have any, but that would let us find all of those students who are currently enrolled or have previously taken a course. So we'll just back up. When we look at this list of students, you can click the student's name to access their person page. All right. So if you don't have a query to enter, you don't need to do anything. You don't have to click search. The list of eligible current students at your center will appear. And then to register them for their class, all you have to do is hit the add button. So let's sign up a bunch of students for this class. Now these students up here, they've been registered. I can set their grade. So long as they're in the class, it'll say in progress. But I can give them a grade. I can mention that they're an auditor. If they withdraw from the course, and if they pass, as in a pass-fail course, I can mark that. You won't use this transferred. That's just a grade value in the back end. I'll get that cleaned up. But you can go in and set the students' grades. And you'll notice as soon as you do that, you get this little message that pops up and it notifies you that the grade has been saved. Now, if you need to unenroll any of these students, if they thought they were going to take it but they never showed up to class, you can just click to unenroll. There's a minor distinction between unenrolled and withdrawn. Okay? Neither students who aren't enrolled in the course don't get credit for it, and students who have withdrawn from a course don't get credit for it either. But students who withdraw, it will still appear that they registered for that course on their transcript. Mostly the distinction for us is once fees for that student have been paid to advance, we are unable to refund student fees if they take 75% of a class and then drop out. We can't refund those fees. And so we need to keep them on and enter them as withdrawn if they've already been paid, because they'll still show up in the tally sheet and have their charges calculated if they're listed as withdrawn, whereas if you unenroll them, they won't. So that's the distinction between whether you should unenroll a student or whether they should be withdrawn, is based on whether they've already paid, basically. If the student drops out and payment hasn't been made, you want to update your director or registrar, but you'll want to unenroll them so that they aren't having that money sent to Gateway, which can't be returned. If you as a center have collected that money, you are free to refund it as appropriate for your policies to make sure people are not unfairly penalized for unexpected life events and things, but also aren't running around registering and dropping courses willy-nilly. All right, so that is how you can register students for your class as an instructor and how you can assign them grades. That is all of the features on this Manage Course page. So we'll just back up and go look, and there's one other thing you can do as an instructor related to that, and it is to view your course. Now this is going to take you to almost the very same page, but it looks slightly differently. So when we click View Course, we can still see a bunch of this information, and we can see the schedule, but we will see this page as if we are a student. We won't be able to make any edits. We won't see all those extra buttons and options at the bottom for adding files and managing that. The information will display a little bit differently. And you can see, because I have registered myself as a student and given myself a grade, my grade will display at the bottom. But this, as you make edits and changes on the Manage Course page, you can then hop over to the View Course page to see what your students will see and make sure everything is clear and straightforward and understand what they're seeing. It may be a little bit different from what you see on the Manage Course page. All right. Well, that is everything that is specific to being an instructor within Joseph. I hope it's been helpful to you. If you have any other questions, please feel free to contact me, reach out as well. I will be definitely redoing these videos to make them better and more organized and higher quality at a later date. But I hope this is enough to get you up and rolling, to get you comfortable with the Joseph system, which we hope will be a huge help to you. And as well, if you have feedback about the system, if there are features that you really need, features you're missing, things you come up with that would be great, please let us know. This is a work in progress. We put a lot of thought on the front end, but we hope we'll get a lot of good feedback and be able to make improvements that will make this work even better for you and your center.